The doctrine of standing ensures that federal courts address only personal grievances, not general grievances. But how personal must a grievance be to create standing? The United States Supreme Court explored this question in Gill v. Whitford. Following the 2010 census, Wisconsin's Republican-controlled legislature redrew the state's voting districts. In the next two elections, Republican candidates won the majority of the state legislative seats. 12 Wisconsin voters who supported the Democratic Party sued state election officials in federal district court. The voters alleged that the state's voting districts had been politically gerrymandered, meaning the district boundaries had been deliberately manipulated to favor a political group, in this case the Republican Party, and that this gerrymandering had unconstitutionally impaired their rights to vote in two ways. First, 4 voters alleged that their individual votes had been diluted because they lived in districts that had been either cracked, meaning the Democratic voters had been split among several districts to prevent them from having a majority, or packed, meaning the Democratic voters had been concentrated into a supermajority. However, the voters didn't present evidence of this dilution. Second, the voters alleged and presented evidence that the redistricting had created an efficiency gap that harmed Democratic voters statewide. An efficiency gap is a measure that compares how many votes each political party wasted by casting votes for a losing candidate or in excess of what was needed to elect a winning candidate. A 3-judge panel found that the redistricting had harmed the voters' constitutional rights under the First and 14th Amendments. The election officials appealed directly to the United States Supreme Court.